Good morning, good morning, good morning, all. Morning, Farm Tech. Morning, Sparta. Joseph, good morning, and morning, Mick. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I was just sat, just doing some paperwork, doing the accounts because it's month end, isn't it? Or first of month, should I say? And I thought I'll just log on just to see who's streaming. Could not see anybody streaming. Morning, Pitco. So I thought, well, I might as well just stream. Might as well just stream. So there we go. So good morning, one and all. I've still got sat on my bench, the one what we did on Saturday. I know it's not a pretty picture. I still haven't rebuilt that one, so we'll do that one. Morning, Mike. I need to turn some sound up, don't I? Which is that button there. No, I don't think my iShip commands are working. Don't know why. Don't know why. Good morning, all. So yeah, I just thought we would stream. I've only got two in today. We've got this one, which we are rebuilding now, which is not that one. Yeah, that one here, which we started, and we actually got it working on Saturday. We did a. I don't remember what we did. If anybody who wasn't here Saturday, it was a just look back on Saturday stream. We've ended up doing a Uncle Soren repair. Got a couple of. I'll get it under microscope and show you. But we've got a couple of caps which are badly blown off. They should be caps like this, and they're blown off. And big massive scorch mark we've cleaned off, and there was two parallel 100 amp MOSFETs, so didn't have any 100 amps, so it put a 230 amp MOSFET in and then just bridge the wire just as a signal to go across. So we just need to test that as well, just to make sure everything is absolutely working. So hey, that's where we are. Morning, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Anyway, so we're going to crack on with that. The other one I've got is just coming this morning, actually, is I'm pointing to up here. No, I can't see that. If we press that button there, whoop, we've got a laptop sat just there. That's coming. It's got both hinges smashed. So that's coming in for both hinges smashed. And need to ring this customer, but he's not answering phone at the moment. So that needs power supply, we believe. But until the customer actually lets me know whether he wants it doing, it's can't say. And I've had computer 10 days, and yeah, so he's either giving me wrong phone numbers or I don't know, he's just not returning any calls, which is a little bit strange. Well, it's probably not as strange as you think. You get that quite often, people dropping a computer off and then just going to ground and not talking to you. Anyway, so we'll get this one tested. We've got to rebuild this. So I'll put this board to one side. I will show you what we did. Oh, in more depth. Let me go at my. I'm not even organised. Not even got my microscope turned on or anything at all. Yeah, there we go. We've got a picture now. We've got a picture. So what this one was is that these caps are basically melted and gone bang, and the customer did say he heard a big bang when he was playing, and that blurred a bit sharper, and you can see it's kind of ripped the track and everything off. So but the laptop was still working, really bizarrely. The laptop was still working, but what it had also done is take out those two MOSFETs just there. You can see these two, they're both completely shorted. So whether this has gone and caused them short, I would suspect. Can't understand why two of them have gone right next to each other, but they're kind of totally melted, and I don't think I've still got them. Did I keep hold of them? Yeah, I did. I'll show you what they look like. They were quite a bit of a mess. You can see that they had certainly gone nuclear. Don't know what the other one is. Did I throw the other one away? No, it's that there. If I can pick it up with tweezers, because they're only tiny. So you see both of them had certainly seen better days, both at caps. But strange for two of them to go on the same circuit at the same time. Yeah, a bit bizarre, but we'll put them to one side just in case the customer wants to see them. So I need to get that rebuilt, tested, and see what it is. So didn't have any. These were 100 amp MOSFETs coming through here, so didn't have any 100 amps. So I put a 230 amp in and just use this as a signal wire because all the gates are common, all the outputs and inputs are common, but obviously the inputs from these two aren't. So just put that there just to use it as a bridge, more or less as a signal, just to spread the load a little bit. So it should be okay. So we'll give that a quick clean with a little bit of a barouche. I can find my barouche. So hope everyone had a good weekend. Passed far too quick this weekend, if I'm being honest. It seemed to absolutely fly by. I'm going to use one of these Kimtech wipes, and these are absolutely terrible. These wipes, I'm going to throw that away. I'm going to get one of my nano sponges. I think that'll clean it a bit better. Now, I did have a customer due coming to talk to me about building a new desktop system, and they were due this morning at 8 o'clock. Well, obviously they have not arrived, so they might just show up because people are like that, aren't they? Make a confirmed appointment, but obviously their time is more valuable than mine. So to do show up, might need to cut this stream short, but they might not show up. That's reality. That is absolutely a reality. But that, don't think that's, no. Don't think we've got a short then. So let me bang my multimeter. And finally got my multimeter working with thanks to Max Power and Board Rev at the weekend. And I'm using some different software now. Some digital multimeter software, which is extremely good if I can find it, because I can't remember where I put it now. Digital multimeter software, put that over there. Which, if I launch it and connect, we should get COM port 01. Aha, we have it straight up. So let's just check that for any short. Resistance, continuity. Yeah. Okay. Top right hand corner, we should. There we go. There we go. Right. Just want to make sure we've got no shorts to ground. Morning, Sloth Tech. Always close and lock your gates, folks. Yo Doc. I love you. I remember. I love you. Hello. If MOSFET gate is left floating, can also damage control. Yeah. It's joined. They're common. Though that gate there and that gate there was 0 ohms between them. And this was just to sort of fool that circuit into doing it, because everything else there and there is all parallel. The only things which weren't were those two there. So that's just basically bringing it across. But it's quite a thick wire anyway, if it doesn't want to pass anything through. I still can't pronounce it. But James was the one who got this correct on first. Let's get me resistance on first call. He called the input MOSFETs being low resistance. So we've got 3 mega ohms there, or 4 mega ohms there, as you can see, and this should be ground at that side, I would have thought. I don't know, it's that side. They're all common, these. So we've got no ground shorts there anyway. That's because I'm not pushing it on ground. Silly me. Yeah, so there you can see we've got ground there and this side at track we don't. So that's good. We've now not got any shorts, which is what those two was actually triggering, which is all well and good, and everything else is all good. Falcon, morning Falcon. Not seen Falcon in a while. Falcon, my panels have turned up, my solar panels. I know you sent me a message about them some weeks ago, but my panels have finally turned up. The company sent the wrong brackets. Wonderful. But my solar panels turned up. Just waiting for my inverter now to arrive. But I'm hoping that's not going to be too long before it does arrive. Let's get this. Oh, there we go. Still working on the perfect calibrated wire. I've not touched it, Border. Not touched it at all as yet. I logged off on Saturday because I was running behind. I stayed on a bit later than I should, and I've not come back to it. This is the first time I've touched it since the weekend. I was doing some paperwork this morning, so I thought as soon as nobody was streaming, we'll stream and we'll see where we go from here. So yeah, not had anything on it. I do need to set that back off and put in some fresh thermal paste on. So we'll do that before we strip it down, rebuild it, should I say, because we know it works because we did get picture and everything on Saturday. We will need a little bit of additional thermal cooling because the paste was not brilliant, not bad, but not brilliant. I even sent Uncle Sorine a picture and a comment about me doing his carefully calibrated wire the weekend, and he sent me a response. There we go. Give this a quick clean. You'll soon be hourly monitoring your solar generation use. It gets addictive. I can only imagine. Getting systems out together, so no floating. Yeah, I did check it. They were connected, James. Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine on that one, Falcon, I will be one of those, which will be checking my my usage by the minute. I have got a little power meter, but I'm not going to buy, because you can get the additional power meters. I'm not going to buy the I can't remember what make a meter it is, which goes into the consumer unit. I'm not going to buy that one because I know full well if I do, I'm saying I won't, but if I do buy it, I will be constantly checking it and checking it and checking it and checking it, and I don't want to get into. I check enough things now. So I don't want to be that person who's going, oh, I got a load of I got a load of electricity generated the other day. I will get quite addicted to it. But I think it's probably one of those that when I start generating some electricity, I'll probably start. Nice pace this. I'll probably start thinking a battery as well. But more I read on batteries, it just lengthens the payback time, and that's what I don't really want to have too much of an impact on is the payback time, because when I start adding up what I've spent on panels, fixings, cabling, even connectors, the MC4 connectors, it's all kind of mounting up. I bet I've spent probably about another £120 just on connectors and fixings for the roof. Because you wouldn't normally spend that if you were putting it on whatchamacallit, on the fence. You just get some cheap hooks for a tenner, wouldn't you, and hang them up. Can I have a live solar monitor on your? Yeah, could do. Could James? That would be a brilliant idea, but I can't even get it to tell me when somebody subscribes. I'm doing something complex like that. He don't even play me commands. Got a bit of frog in my throat today. Don't even play me commands successively, repeatedly, or anything like that. Shelly, that's the one. I've got the Shelly EM monitor. It records all house usage and solar generation from my 3-panel generator. 87.9 kilowatts. Wow. I'm probably looking at in an entire month somewhere around 2,100. So, guys, just be aware that I'm looking at 2,100. Falcon is generating as much as National Grid. Morning, EDM. There is. I did find a guy, and he was really. He's got his own website. I can't remember what his name is now. But he publishes all his. It's all automated. He's got a Raspberry Pi or something doing it. It's all automated to show it, and it feeds it straight to his website, so you can monitor it daily if you want. And he's quite a knowledgeable guy. He's got them all over his garden and his roof and everywhere. And something like that is probably a bit excessive, but I agree. I'm literally going to do it with my, your energy meter, what you get. I'm just going to, I know roughly, I've just got one of them simple energy meters, the free ones, what you get from your energy supplier. So I can see I've used £1.47 today already. I'm thinking that, this week, which is today. I'm thinking if I go onto that screen there, I can see I'm working at the moment. I should be generating around maximum of 800, well, maximum of 1,000 actually, if you tweak it a little bit. I'm thinking my daily usage on a sunny day will be covered, on a cloudy day it'll be nearly covered. So I will be working all day, and it'll be free electric. One of those you can afford to do it, but for me in the council house, not been worth it. You'd be surprised because they are plug-in solar. The solar panels are designed just to hang on a fence or lay on the garden or wherever. And your panels themselves, if you're doing it like that, are about £250 for 2 panels, and your inverter is 150 quid. So for 400 quid, you've got yourself a solar. Hello, one, that's it, we're back. Don't know why that mic's gone. Why that mic stopped working? Oh, wait there, have I unplugged it? Yeah, that's why it stopped working, because I've unplugged my charger. No, I haven't unplugged my charger. My lovely daughter has unplugged my charger. Wonderful. So it's not been charging. There we go. Plug it back in. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Back up. Yeah, 1.7 point something megawatts. That's like sending somebody back to the future, isn't it? Buy a new mic with the money you save from solar. It's because the solar powered mics now work inside. It's cloudy and rainy here now, and my three 410 watt panels are generating 40 watts. The house is using 158. Yeah, I bought the 515 watt panels. Obviously, that's the maximum generation they can do. I'm expecting where I'm putting them, because I'll get sun in the summer. I'll get sun on that panel directly from about 11 a.m. and then until it sets, really. So it's a really good location, but obviously it just depends on how bright it is. But I'm looking at it like this: anything generated is better than nothing generated. So I'm not thinking. I've done it because I wanted to do it rather than anything else, and I just think it will obviously aid and save a little bit of cost. Just going to have a look at those. I've got to strip this back down to do a full thermal service, and I just don't want the heatsink to be overheating, so it will come back off, and I'll put some fresh thermal putty on the other bits. Oh, is it focusing on the hanging meter? Is it? Ah, that one. Sorry, James. Thank you. There we go. Should be better. Live. I'm alive. Oh, we've got audio. Oh, sorry. Whoever that was on Twitch. Sorry about that. Audio should be back on now. Thank you very much for that as well, sir. Sorry, I've got Twitch chat on screen as well, or I'm trying to get Twitch chat on screen. Escos, thank you very much. Yeah, it was the microphone. My daughter had unplugged the charger, So fortunately, there is a pair of chargers, so we are back up. Right, we should be good on that one as well. So that's aside. Yes, other generation helps. It's nice when it's sunny and you see the effective power in your house for free. I think that's what it is. I have had solar before, back in the oh crikey, when was it now? 20 years ago. There was a national company called A Shade Greener, and I think their business model was fit them for free. You use whatever you want, whatever you don't use, we'll sell back to the grid, and that's how they met their revenue. So they were just doing it for the feed-in tariffs. So you, in essence, you got it for free, and they rented the roof space. I remember the thing. You had to sign an agreement to say they could rent the roof space above your house for 25 years. After 25 years, it became your problem or your property, whichever way you want to look at it, and then you could start selling it back as well. But I know feed-in tariffs have diminished considerably, and they're saying they're even worse now because there's so many solar farms on board that it's not really that viable, or it's not as lucrative as it used to be for people to actually do it themselves. Let's just get this lined up on here. Those go on there. Like so, and we've got that down. There is a insulation on back of it. I'm just not sticking aluminium foil straight down there. Oh dear. Thank you very much, Escus. Thank you. Audio is back as well on Twitch. Wonderful. See if we can get this all mounted in the case, and then we can give this a quick thermal test. It's the right way. I then need to speak to this customer and just say, it looks like we've repaired it. I'm probably going to order the 2 MOSFETs if he wants them ordering. But he'll probably have to wait for them if I've got to order them. And I know he's wanting this back because he wants to play games or use his computer or whatever he wants to do with it. It's a gamer. So I'm going to give him the choice of, look, let's leave them in, let's order your parts, and then we can get it all sorted from there on. I have 12 kilowatts and 2 Tesla batteries with Stark CMR battery emulator. That works super. I've never even heard of Stark CMR. Is that like monitoring software? It's surprising. Do you know? I know it's massive on continent and in other countries. I think we're just a little bit behind it in UK, aren't we? To the actual not effectiveness. I think because a lot of people see it as a high cost, which it is. You're looking at for a decent system, if you're getting a company to install it, probably somewhere around 12 to 15,000 from the prices I've seen. Obviously, that's going to vary depending on your house and how many batteries and a lot of other contributing factors. But whichever way you look at that, it's a chunk of money. It's not just small change you find out back at Sofa, is it? You're going to be looking at that. So I think a lot of people. I was talking to one of my neighbours on about it, and he does a system price for the same house as I'm in, and it was £12,000. And he was, I just don't know whether I can justify it. I said, I agree. I don't think I could ever justify that much money on it. If you're going to stay in your house 15, 20 years, maybe. But yeah. Morning, Andy. My throat's gone. Morning, Andy. Morning. I tested it 13 days with no grid part. So, sorry. Can you go off the grid then, FarmTech, with it? There is a guy on YouTube I was watching, and he took his it's a solar company. They're solar installers amongst other things. I think it's branched out into renewables, but he took his entire warehouse and business off grid for 30 days to see if he could. And I think the only thing he had a problem with was when he first switched it over or something, his fire alarm went off for the business. But other than that, it worked fine. Didn't run out of juice all the way through, and yeah, worked absolutely spot on for him. Couldn't get this battery out the other day. Is it glued in? Yeah, it is. It's a funny shape. There you go. It's the dream, isn't it? Just thinking I can just not pay for electricity. One of my things is, because this office is so small where I am, where I work from, and it gets so warm. I've had it into 40s in this office regularly, by the way. I've got a small aircon unit which sits under my desk normally, and that costs about 18 pence an hour to run, which is it's about 800 watts. And I'm just thinking, if I can run my aircon unit during the day and not cost me anything, if I'm generating the electricity, I'm happy with that. I'm at a standstill, but now I'm cool. That's my thought process. Or if I can just reduce it down a little bit, it's where I am with it. Not like that, where that's going, but that were there. But yeah, I'm going to make a video about the install. I have had somebody very kindly offer to come and assist me, and probably going to be in 2 stages. One, getting the panels fitted, and the thing actually connected up. The other, will be just kind of an update, just to say how ongoing it all is. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video on it, YouTube video, with another creator. That should be good fun. That's only because I don't like heights. Absolutely petrified of heights. If I climb on the roof, I'll be shaking. Yeah, petrified of heights. Do not do. If I walk on pavement and have to cross road, that's too high for me. Really don't like heights at all. Bit of a coward with that. All right, they look all connected. I'm going to put a couple of retaining screws in, just vault boarding while I turn it upside down. Will be an interesting video. Tom, morning. Doing good, thank you, Tom. How the devil are you? It should be an interesting video. There is quite a lot of videos popping up online now, I will say, as it's getting more in the kind of realm of people doing it. And I'm not doing it for any other reason apart from, I just think, to me, it'll be something interesting to see a journey for a lot of people like that. 2.5. That's not 5.5. It's 2.5. So yeah. And the other creator, what I'm teaming up with, is massive. He's huge. He's got a massive following. Yes, I said following. I emailed Joey actually the other day, talking to Joey about it. I were explaining to him as well, because obviously Joey's doing his garage, Joey Just Tech, and JDT. He's doing his garage, and I just thought, do you know what? He could put a couple on his garage roof and get electricity to pay for his aircon, which is installing there as well. But I think he's got everything tied up with his doing the modification, and what a cracking job they're doing as well. His builder is, I think it's his stepdad or something like that, doing an amazing job getting that sorted for him. YouTube Dale's EV, lots of info about the setup. Oh, I might have a look at that Dale's EV. I'm gonna have a look. Just let me take a photo. Oh, grab my telephone, eh? I've gone live apparently, according to YouTube. Didn't take a photo of it. Right, so we've got a few screws in there just to hold it in. I'm going to sling the battery in because we thought it might have been a battery issue, this as well. If you all recall, a bit of a strange one, this. It goes in kind of lopsided, this battery, to hook in. So top corner hooks in at bottom corner, so you've got, that's why I was struggling to get it in and out. You've got to put it in kind of diagonal. I've not seen a battery like this before. Very strange. I think it's like doing Rubik's Cube. Once you figure it, you're all right. It's just figuring it. There you go, clips sound, something like that. Morning, Phil. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oldham Electronics. Let's have a look. I think we're more or less okay with that. Things look like plugged in. It's got speakers plugged in, got the battery, white Wi-Fi card, got that. I'm not going to put his hard drive in. I just want to boot to BIOS first, just make sure we have a picture, and then we can go and we'll put a test drive in, like we did at the weekend. Yeah, looks fine to me. Bring my power supply online. On that. Turn this on so we get power supply on screen and click that one. Yay. Right, we should have power supply on screen now. We do have power supply on screen. There we go. And we'll set that. I think it's a 17 amp system, so I'm just going to bang my ampage up a little bit. 16.9 amps, I think there we go. So we're set at 17.2 amps there on that. We'll get some juice. This crud cleared away. Okie dokie. Can't actually do it the way I want to do this because the port's here. So when you open the keyboard, the port sticks into the floor. And I don't want to put it that way because then it blocks all vents on there. And I want to leave the bottom off. So we're going to struggle apart from putting it on its side. We'll see how it is. So let's turn the old power meter back on. Turn the power supply on. Let's see if it's pulling anything. Bit of pre-charge, current 0.2, which is good. Let's see if the battery kicks in because it wasn't charging battery last time either. It would just sit in, it would go to that, and then it'd sit and turn off, and then nothing. There we go, 2.7 amps. So we're actually charging battery now, so that's good. We've got battery charge on that one as well. Let's just power the old laptop on. It will go through a couple of power cycles. That's nice and healthy. I think it will peak at about 6 amps. Not sure why they've got such a massive power supply on it. But yeah, we've got a big old power supply, so we'll keep an eye out and see if we get a picture on there. It'll go through a couple of power cycles like it did the other day. Keyboard's just flashed. Yep. I think it's a 20 volt system, this as well. Might need to just knock that voltage up a tad. No, 19.5. So we're all right at 19. Still going through its 6 point some amps. Definitely a thirsty beast. Well, I'm doing a charity run on Thursday, and it's forecasted heavy rain. So at least we have what we got, guys. We've got a picture. It's crazy. We've got a picture. There we go. We've got a picture on that. So let's get a drive in. Just get that disconnected. It's working on battery as well. So we're just going to pull that. We'll get a temporary drive in. Exclamation! Sorry. We have picture. It was ever so pleased when I think I was more pleased that I got it working with one of Uncle Soren's little things. Well, I've got a 512 gigabyte thing there. Is that which one's my Windows disk? My Windows 10. Yeah. And we'll see where we go from here. And then we can get this on. We'll get this on screen as well. Right, so that plugged into that. Get the whatchamacallit connected up on screen. click there, click that, and click that, and come on, you darn thing. Yeah, I'm doing a charity run on Thursday night, but I'm not streaming at all on Thursday because, unfortunately, I've got a funeral to go to as well Thursday day. So I'm going to have Thursday off, and then doing the charity run. But yeah, limping a little bit still today. I've not done any training or anything to go with it, so no idea how that's going to be. I like your rubber mat. I thought I had the largest size available, but yours is much bigger than mine. Size in everything, Tom. Size in everything. I've actually got one bigger than this. I've got a couple of smaller ones, but I have got one bigger than this as well. It's probably about another 25% bigger. And the only reason I don't use it is because it's too big for the desk. It kind of sits too much under these and lifts them because it doesn't go all the way back, but it sits a bit too under. But I've got the heat resistant one underneath as well, you know, like Joey using amongst other people. And then I've got my anti-static one under there, and then obviously worktop. Yeah, I had a black one, and black one were terrible. Could never find anything. Worst thing I ever did was buy a black mat. If you're ever thinking about it, don't buy one because you think it looks cool, because it doesn't. So let's put that battery in. I'm going to get the cover rested down just so we can turn it on that way. We'll try the same. Power is now in, and let's get an HDMI. Done. Get that flipped over to that. Let's get it. The old beauty powered up. Got 0.1. Let's just see if we're going to battery charge. Just keep an eye on power meter. I just want to see if that triggers up to battery charge. If it does, we'll get the windows loaded. Small. Got a small one. There we go. We've got battery charge. We've got battery. So let's just see if we can power. I've had battery. Actually, BIOS batteries in, but it should. There you go. So we have picture. So we know what laptop's working. Let's see if we can boot into Windows. Get a picture. It will appear in that box there, and if it does, we will flick over to HDMI and have a look at all the glories of the wonders of the world. Yeah, I don't know why that. Well, small's not one of mine anyway. It's not one of my commands at Sparta. But if you put exclamation command, I don't know why. Honestly, they're not working. They just seem to have a mind of their own. They really, really do have a mind of their own. BIOS or hardware problem, Master 801 on Twitch. No, what this was, if you just missed the beginning of the stream, this had quite a bad. Did I take it? I think I took a screenshot of it actually because I sent it to Uncle Sorin. Let me see if I've still got pictures on here. Yeah, I did. So this was the original damage. What we found when we opened it up, that capacitor and that capacitor had gone nuclear, and it took these two MOSFETs out, and we've ended up doing a Uncle Sorin repair with a 220 amp MOSFET, and just getting it all up and running, and see where we go from there. So yeah, it was hardware, this one, not BIOS. Got a little tiny one. Yeah, the commands now, if you put exclamation command, they should show up, and you can try those. Or if you put exclamation ship, they might work. Exclamation SIHP. PCDD, little shit. There we go. At least that one's working. So it might just be a bit hit and miss. You know what my OBS is like. Oh, wait, that laptop went off. Come on. You're still pulling some current, so we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Might be installing graphics drivers because this disc I've put in, it isn't the disc for the machine. What is Harry Potter doing in the thumbnail? I got I used Canva, and it just generated It generated the thing I just put into Canva, computer repair shop, obviously. Let's just shut that down, see if we can get this booting again, because it seems to have frozen. So that's why Harry Potter's in the thumbnail. Now I look at the thumbnail, yeah, it does look like Harry Potter, doesn't it? That doesn't seem to be good. We've got a static current there. But it is. Let's see if we get. It's definitely up and down on current. Keep an eye up here. And we've got trace graph here. You can see where it's pulling up a bit higher. And we've got nice charge current. Can't understand why we've got no picture. Interesting, isn't it? I wonder why picture suddenly died. We've got plenty of ampage. It's not like emitting an ampage. We're at 17 amps. Still doing something. Still doing something. Look at, there we go. I think it was just, there we go, frozen. It was just reloading itself, getting to know each other, weren't it? Hit it. I've tried swearing at it, Tom. It's just not having any effect. I've tried cursing it. There we go. We're back into Windows now. It must have just been doing something. Now, before we've put that MOSFET in, we were struggling to do anything. It just didn't want to take any current at all. It didn't really want to do anything. We'll just see if we can get some drivers installed. I need a mouse. And then we'll get it on big screen so we all can see. We'll get it on big telly. We're in the living room, we'll watch big telly. Let's get a mouse. Bang some drivers on. I presume it's an NVIDIA. It is. It's a GeForce RTX, so we should do Windows 10 way better. Yeah, Windows 10. It's just my test disk, this. I think, I don't know what version of Windows he's got on his. So we'll just bang some whatchamacallits in, and then we'll get them on there so we can see what's what. We'll put it through a couple of thermal tests. It will overheat, but I think we were hitting a thermal limit pretty early, and sorry, we're hitting power limit pretty early as well. So as soon as we can get it over there, we will get it over there. But yeah, we've only got one graphics card showing at the moment. And we have two in there, so that's good. So we'll see where this ends up. See if we can get that more focused at where we're going. That's better. So we'll get this installed, and we'll get it on. We'll get it on OBS. We're just waiting to see if we can get a graphics picture or graphics card here on the left-hand side. At moment, it's not showing up there. I've just my subscription to Microsoft 365 is just ending, and I think I paid £45 last year or £47 for it. It's gone up to £85 a year for it. Crazy, absolute crazy. Ooh, that's a bit better. What did that just do? No, sorry, a bit slow at installing. I don't even know what CPU we've got. We've got an i7 12650, 16 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, it's a nice system, this. Let's see if I can bring up some temperature. That's better. We've got a graphics card and we have picture. There you go. So we're now on OBS. Let me stick this on HDMI so you don't get my ugly mug on there. There you go. Bill Gates obviously needed money. Well, they changed it, didn't they, a few years ago to make sure they changed it from a Windows platform to a Office platform to generate income from. That's where he's, well, weren't they? Steve Bull, the one after that, changed it to that. So now we have a couple of things. We'll bring this back up. Yes, we don't want to monitor that. We'll close that. Stick that over that side. Oh, got a fly on my screen. Go away. I'm not really interested too much on these temps, mainly because I'll give it a full thermal service. I just want to see if we are able to do some GPU benchmarks. And we'll do that one. Yes. Right, it's kicking the right graphics card in. Don't look too bad, does it? Average of 46, max 116. Don't know what card it is. That seems low. What current are we pulling? We're not pulling any current. Doing the same as it did before. Look, you probably can't see it. It's not pulling any current. I wonder. Look at ampage. Let's cancel that task. I'm going to change the plug again. Because it's not loose. That plug definitely doesn't seem loose, even though it's appearing to be. Because we checked this the other day. That looks like a fault on the barrel jack, but it's not. We've checked it. We've got one a little bit tighter. No, not that one. Got several ends. What we can try. Get it now. Right. So we've now got current coming from charge. I'm going to do the same test because this is what customer complained of. He says it seemed like it wasn't working on battery. So we're going to do same test. That's better. That's better. His average has gone up. His average has doubled. It's gone off again. Yeah, I did. I kept the customers one to test. It just means I can't see it on screen. But can you see it's gone off again? So that's not a DC port problem. So let me unplug that. Let me just see if I've got anything which is a little bit tighter. Stand that laptop up. They're all about. I wonder if I squeeze them with pliers, they'll give me a little bit of extra oomph just to bite on a little bit. Just got a little bit of a. It's definitely. Yeah, I've got it back in now, and it just doesn't seem to be wanting to kick battery up. I wonder what would happen if I tell you what. I bet what's happening with this. I might have. What are these on for? No. Oh, where's my power plug? I've got customer's charger up there. But I think what's happening with this, because they were complaining that it was switching off. So I think it's switching off because it's disconnecting his power cable. And then when it's disconnecting his power cable, his battery's going flat and going off. And I think that's probably where he's having issues. Now, I should have... if I can find it, a 240 volt plug, which will tell me my current draw through my mains, what I can plug in. I should have a multimeter which does it as well. I've got an ampage clamp. I don't know where that is. I don't know where my little power thing is either. So let me just stand on my chair. Where are you guys looking at that? Oh, sugar. being up high. I just said I don't like heights. I'm climbing up here now. Wow. Ouch. Tell you where it'd be in that box. I put all my mains ice in that box. Only place I won't want it to be is this one up here, because you've got an entire shelf down to do it. There you go, drop my laptop on the floor. Well done. Come on, Dirk. Get a grip. Nugget. Probably do all this and realise it isn't in this box after all. Now, security cameras, CCTV. That's all networking, Shinola. Ah, because it's in that one there. I mean, you go over years and you just accumulate so much trash. Well, useful stuff, which will come in useful in 5 years' time when where's that gone? And then I can't remember that I own it anyway, and I've got to buy another one. Usual thing that I do. Right, so that's that. Aha, it is there. Found it. What I'm after. Right, what I'm thinking is, if I plug that in and his charger, I can see if his charger's working. That's my thought process. I know you guys can't, but at least I've got a representation of if it's drawing any additional current or not. Put that down there. It's just coming to life because I've been using it such a long time. Just stick that over there. Just put it in front of the chat. I can't see. Yeah, I can cut the end off. I should have. Do you know what? I think I threw all my Acer charging cables away. That's the annoying thing, James. I think I binned them all. Let's leave that one on. So no, let's not leave that one on because we can't see. We'll do it once we can see. So this is customer charger. There we go. Right, I'm pulling 60, 72 watts, 92 watts, 99, 100. Right, 130 watts. I wonder if I go onto that one there. Can you guys see that? That's what we're pulling, wattage-wise. Morning, Milky. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm just going to pull that same benchmark up. I know you guys can't see the benchmark. You just have to trust that it's doing the benchmark. And I wonder if I can get it on screen. There we go. Right, so you can see bottom right hand corner is PC screen basically. I'm just going to put the benchmark and keep an eye on what you can see at main screen, which is the current draw. This is customer charger. If that drops to 0, that means it's disconnected the power and just working on batteries. So I'm averaging 147 FPS. Just must be my faulty connector. Yeah. So laptop itself, through the charger, we're pulling 200 watts through wall. So again, not the best way of showing it, but at least you get an indication that. You know, put a bit of light on it. You've got an indication of it's doing its job, and we can see bottom right hand corner it's doing its benchmark. I'm going to let benchmark do. So benchmark is now done, nearly 83%. We're still pulling 190 something. Looks nice and healthy with that. Right, so 152 FPS. Still showing us that. Let me just see if we've got the battery thing on here, because the battery was showing us extremely poor. Yeah, so it was 48% when we were working on the other day, and it's jumped up. So battery is still taking charge, even though it's an unhealthy battery. Yeah, must be my end plug. What I might do is, like James has suggested, I've got several chargers, and I'll just not butcher a charger, but we'll do that. I'm going to run OCCT. Let's close that down. Now the charge discharge rate on here on battery info is not showing, but it might not necessarily. They weren't, were they? Down. No, it weren't milliwatts. Can't remember. I know that didn't show last time. I honestly can't remember what other stream was. So it could be. I mean, there's no sense pin on this, so I wonder why it weren't working properly with my. You will save username battery report. Yeah. Thanks for that, Esco. Acer, yeah, it is an Acer. You can do a power check using EC battery report. Yeah, this software in it. So I'm just replying to Twitch as well. This software will just kind of give me a basic one as well. Yeah, the MOSFET was definitely causing the issue. I would say now. I mean, I can't measure the throughput current because my charger's not, for whatever my power supply isn't talking to it enough. But I would say on his, and this is going up as well, I just wanted to see that was. Let's just run OCCT and let's do a power one and disable. Let's just do a start, see what it's pulling. Hello, lovely Hector Reader. Good morning. It is good morning by 1 minute. By 1 minute, we're still in there. We are pulling, doing a power one, we're pulling 132 watts. If we go back to there, you can see 191 watts I'm pulling out of mains wall here. I'm sure we can convert that somehow. According to this, CPU sat at 77 degrees. Well, it will overheat. The GPU, which is that one there, sat at 73, pulling 80 watts. And say wattage, yeah, probably about right then. I don't think there's any issues with this now. Let's pull a battery report up. Desktop, diag, battery info. So it's pulling majority of it, isn't it, from the AC adapter, and that's nice and stable now. And I don't think that's going to cause him any issues at all now. Have I got any of these installed? I think I do. I think I've got that one installed. So we'll put that on ultra quality, extreme tessellation. Yeah, multi-monitor, no. And we want to run that at 1080 because if not, I can't display it. Morning, Max. Good morning. Happy Monday, Max. You're using your beautiful power software yet again. This is the one we started on Saturday. We're just putting it through some benchmarks because we've not actually touched anything on it. Just bear in mind, I ain't got all chipset drivers and everything else installed, so it might be deficient a little bit, but this is pulling top right hand corner. You can see it's pulling half decent FPS under extreme this as well. And it's 4060, so it's not a TI and it's a laptop. I don't think that FPS at 150, 160, whatever it is, dropping to 70, I think that's pretty much okay. Don't think there's any point in sitting through that. I know it's an older benchmark, that, but I just like that one. It's pretty. Never used that. What's battery optimizer? No idea what that is. There you go. Takes me to a website. Run diagnostic. 94%. So that's different to what other one says. Oh no, it's even took charge whilst, so it must be working because it even managed to charge itself from 90 to 94%. Diagnostic time 11 minutes. We're not doing that, are we? We're doing diagnostic time on battery. Oh, he's made some more change. I must say, this latest one you've put, Max, is running. This is just go to that one there. This is Max's software, Max Power software, what he's designed for the Ridden power supply, and it's running absolutely brilliant at the moment. Absolutely wonderful. But like everything, it can always be tweaked a little bit. I would say on that, thermals are good. It's not thermal throttling. It's not well, it is power throttling and thermal throttling, it will do, but it's not under normal load, and it seems to be working okay. So let's shut this down. We'll get his whatchamacallit in, and I will give the customer a tinkle. I'm just going to let that shut down. 92 watts. I'm just looking at my power meter plugged into the wall. Just want to make sure it's still charging the battery. Yeah, we're still pulling 26 watts, so it is still charging battery. If we look there, 26 watts. You can just see it on there. So it is still taking a battery charge on there as well. So we should. Just glad I got that little plug. Bit annoying that that doesn't necessarily work correct. So let's get this out of the way. Let's rebuild it with his system. Glad he left the power adapter. I did ask him to, and he did. It's actually running cooler now it's all been cleaned as well, because cleaned up fans out, if you recall, because they were really not good. That's hard drive. Those are connected. That's connected. That one's connected. Yeah, everything is connected. So I think I can just put this on, and then it'll just be a case of speaking with customer and see what he wants to do, reference that MOSFET, see if he wants to take it with the single 1 watts in, which seems to be performing extremely well and is overrated for what he actually needs, or whether he wants me to order the 2 others. So we will speak with him. Put that back on. And plug battery just in case. These things are a little bit tentative. My head in shot. Wonderful. Look at that picture of my head. Never get these in correctly. Need some light down there. That side's in, that side's in. Yeah, we're all good. Try and get them aligned. Have you ever tried one of them? I'd rather put Wi-Fi cables on than them. That's the screw for there, I believe. And it is. We have the screw down. We will stick the battery back in. Electro Rep, morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Nice to see everybody bright and early on a Monday. Morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. Everybody's floating around. Was it Electro Rep? I had a question for one of them. I can't remember who it was. No, was it Electro? Electro Rep, did you do a video? I can't remember if it was because I watched it a few weeks back. Did you do a video, a VOD, on repairing laptop hinges? Was that you or was that somebody else? I'm not too sure whether it was yourself. And you use like studs instead of screws to come through from the back of the case. Was that yourself? I put the SSD in. That's. Oh, we aren't. Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, we'll put customers' SSD in and not mine. I'm getting distracted. That's because I was thinking about something else. Because I like taking screws in and out. Thank you. That unplugged. Yeah, we'll rewind that bit and look at this. I've put the SSD in. So always make sure you put the SSD in before you actually close the case up. Ah, dear. I'm going to blame it on old age. I am solely going to blame it on old age. You can actually put two SSDs in. Got another one there as well. Ah, that's the other joke. Just Inspired. Is that what it is? Right. I do remember. I remember seeing somebody, and they because I've got a hinge, double hinge one. I'm going to do now, and I do it similar but with different screws. And I must say I've done it like that for a lot of years, but it's a bit ugly. And the one I saw, they use really nice, clean, rounded, flathead nuts, and I just thought, ooh, I'll just find out where they've got them from. And I meant to email whoever it was, and I can't remember at the time. So, but yeah, oh, go the right way. Not going in that one. Because even though there was an arrow saying put a screw in there, you don't put a screw in that hole. So, third time lucky. Don't normally see this. I'm showing you how not to do it. Again, just look, taking covers and cases off computers. That one has an arrow. So you can tell where, stupid machine. You can tell where screws go because there's an arrow. So can we all see there's an arrow there? Put a screw in here, it says, because there's an arrow. No, you don't put a screw in there. It doesn't need a screw in there. So in essence, it's a silly computer. That one goes down here where there's no arrow. So why didn't I just think, well, it must go in that hole there, which has got no arrow on. There we go. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, that's logical when you think about it, and don't put it where there's an arrow, put it where there's no arrow. Yeah, just a bit. So there you go. Take 57. So once you've done all that and you put the SSD and you put screws in right holes, you screw the case on. Is it on there, is he, James? I would say yes. I need some of those screws too. Yeah. They did look really, really good, and it did look. It's the same system I use, and I've done it for cranky, probably about 10, 12 years. That system now, and I will say, never had one come back to me for being broken. But yeah, I think I've spoken to him actually in the past. I think he reached out to me not long after I started streaming, thinking about it. Still can't get hang of this screwdriver. But yeah, they do look. Oh, let me grab my telephone now, gents. One tickle. Your repairs. Don't do anything with printers, unfortunately. I'm not the person for you. Sorry about that. Locally, I would say. It is, yeah. Just tell him that I've said give him a call and he'll be able to sort it out for you. No worries. Have a good day. Bye bye now. Somebody wanting me to connect their printer up to their computer. Don't do that. Oh, thank you, James. Thank you for that. We're just going to take these screws out again because me being rather flippant and going, let's put a screw in where there's no thing because we can get away with it. We can't. There's a hole there for the case. So take 104. Do you know, once I've edited this video, you'll just think he's done that in one go. And I will stress, I don't make anywhere near these amount of mistakes when I'm not streaming. I'm one of these people who can't do two things at once. I'm terrible. Absolutely terrible at multitasking. I will quite openly admit that I cannot multitask at all. So before I do this, is there anything else I forgot? I've plugged everything else in, haven't I? Oh man, I'm gonna have to take this to pieces again anyway. I've just realised where they go. That's why they're not spare screws. They're just not. I didn't put them in his fans. So it's a good job I took it to pieces, isn't it? There you go. His fans are now screwed in. Right. Take 108. So once you put it all back together. Oh, come on. If you wanted the job doing right, attention to detail, that's what it is. First, if you do not succeed, do it 7 times. Cows! I'm blaming chat. I'm blaming chat all the time, James. I'm blaming old age, that's what it is. When you get to like 60, you start losing your mind. I went out for a meal on Saturday night and they did a 64-ounce T-bone. I didn't get that, by the way. It probably like eating a cat. I did see it. It took 3 people to carry it out. It was huge. It was absolutely huge. Last time I saw a piece of meat as big as that, it were on Dirt Diggler, I tell you. It were massive. But it was, I think for that alone was something like 65 quid, 64.99. It was a fortune. Morning, ET Console. Morning. Excuse the voice this morning. It's not performing too well. Right, let's see if it boots on battery. Probably not. See if we're going to charge current. Oh, you're not going to tell me I forgot to plug battery back in, are you? You're not going to tell me I forgot to plug battery in, are you? Please tell me I plugged battery in. I'm going to take it to pieces again. I'll have only screwed out. I'll need to recharge my screwdriver at this rate. Right, we'll use the customer. I missed a question from Ethan. Oh, what did Ethan say? Sorry. Where's my mouse? You could check health of drives with crystal disc. Oh, sorry. Did somebody else? I mean, do you know how to fix a freezing PC? And I always have to run it off and turn it back on. I would say have a look at your yeah. Have a look. James has said that right. Have a look at your whatchamacallit, crystal disc info. There you go. Sorry, I didn't get any current. Have a look at crystal disc info and see what that is, and also check your RAM, because that can cause freezing as well, and also overheating can. So there's a few things. Is it a laptop or a desktop, Ethan? Sorry for missing your question. Yeah, crystal disc info is a free one, so that'll check your health of your discs. If it's a desktop, is it? I mean, they can still overheat if you've got an AIO, if you've got a water cooler. AIOs aren't the best for longevity, so it could be a heat issue. But if it's freezing, depends how it's freezing. I would say if it's freezing and I forgot to plug battery in. What a nugget. So we'll shut this down and I'll plug battery in. I'm getting all kerfuddled. I would say run crystal disc, check the state of the health of the drives, and spectable, even if it's not your boot drive, it could be one of the other drives. I would then say if those are all coming back well, run a speed test on your discs, because just because the smart info is coming back as healthy doesn't still necessarily mean that they're working fine. So run a speed test on them to see if the readings are good, which is crystal disc mark, and run that. And then have a look at maybe your RAM. You can download a piece of software called OCCD, and that will give you an indication of whether your RAM's perform, because you can do a RAM check on there. But please never bring it to me, because I just forget to plug everything back in. And yeah, how many times have I opened this computer up? I'm not even going to pretend that I'm enjoying this now. But yeah, if you struggle with it, Ethan, let us know your readings after you've done a speed test. More than happy to assist. Oops, put my mouse back there. I don't know why I missed that chat there. Oh, this screwdriver. And last one there. I wish that were a bit more magnetic, this. Yeah, out. So I wonder what this looks like inside. Not seen inside of this one before. Can't get that one out. Having a moment of, like me, so we'll leave that one on. And yeah, we'll plug battery in this time. So before I close it, I'm just going to double check again that I've got everything plugged in. We've got a battery, we've got keyboards, we've got mouse, we've got hard drive, we've got Wi-Fi card, we've got RAM, we've got 2 fans plugged in, we've got lights plugged in, we've got daughter boards plugged in, we've got speakers plugged in, we've got BIOS battery plugged in, we've got a CPU. I just have no brain. Done. Take 314. I feel like that episode of Big Bang Theory where Sheldon's doing his fun with flags, and he wants to do it all in one take, so he doesn't edit. And he tries it about 400 times and still can't get it right. I suppose it's my own fault for rushing. So I'm getting on to the next job, that's what it is. I'm all excited. That's that one nearly all screwed in. Just find the screw which fell on the floor, which is there. When you drop a screw on the floor and you think, oh, that's it, then you pick it up and it's wrong screw. And you go, when did I lose that one? Of course, we've all done that as well, haven't we? Is that just me as well? I'll let know my secrets out there. So, let's see if we get a battery charge. My mother told me there would be days like this. Days, weeks, months. They're all coming to fruition. I'm wanting to see if we get any charge voltage. I'm just keeping an eye out on my little things. Justin Spire replied with the details about the hinge kit. Oh, did he? Did I miss that as well? Oh, no, he replied to you. Thank you, James. Right, I have got 41, it's there, 38, 41. So we have charge voltage, you can see. So this is somewhere I can do it with a customer power supply. So we'll turn the computer on. If I can turn that on and put that in such an angle that we can see down. There you go. We've got both in shot. Look at this. Like trained professional, isn't it? I mean, you can't read what it says, just about. There we go. We can see. Look at this. It's like it's meant to be. Like it's meant to be. Turn that off a second, and I'll just pull this down here because right, we have charge. I just want to make sure I am on sign out. All right, we are pulling 80 watts. I just want to make sure. Yes. I'm going to just check it in his. Dog's barking at Chris Packard outside. My dad, there's somebody there, honestly. If we get a picture, it'll be in the bottom right. We have a picture. Let's have a quick look to make sure we've got everything we need. Device manager. That's it. Working. Guys, it's working. We have picture. And we've got a working graphics card. And importantly, battery's working as well. And it is charging like it should do. Let's do a quick furry donut. Yes. Yes. Let's just do everything. Let's have it large. Launch. We don't want to see it released. Does anybody ever read them release notes? Yeah, let's put it at 720. $274. Temps are going to get up there, but we're doing a stress test. Just need to log out and log in as him, so I can delete the admin account because I created a spare admin account. Actually, I might leave admin account on. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll leave the admin account on and just delete the software. So just say to him it's there in case we need to do further testing when we do it again. If not, we can just delete the whatchamacallit. So shift and delete, and yes. Oh, we've got some on there. Thank you, James. Let me just click on that. Yes. Copy current address. Chicago screws. Oh, right. Paste and go. Go to site. There we go. Aha, those are the ones. those are definitely the ones we were thinking. Are these the things you were thinking of? Yes, they are. Those are the ones. Yeah. Just need to get the right lengths, don't I? Get a selection, I suppose, of those. Yeah. They do look so much better, I must say. Wonderful. I will get those ordered. Thank you, James, for that assistance. As always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come to live chat, otherwise I won't be able to see anything. There you go. Wonderful. Face. And I think we've got to call this one done until I speak to a customer. So we'll move on to the next job. Might ring him now. Remember where I put his telephone number. There he is. Let me give him a tinkle. Let me give him a tinkle and see what he says. Right, so let's type his number in. Just put it on pause 2 minutes while I have a quick chat with him, gents. Saturday morning, and just finished work on it just now, actually. It was quite bad. It had actually taken out, you know, the bang that you heard? It had taken out a couple of capacitors and 2 primary MOSFETs, which were stopping the battery charging and also stopping the amount of current coming through for the laptop to run. So what it was doing was basically getting to its power maximum limit and then going, oh, I can't cope anymore, and it was turning off and going onto the battery, and then the battery was going, well, I can't cope either, and it was just shutting down. So that's what was causing everything to go. So right, he's happy with going with the single MOSFET. Did explain to him, he was at work actually, did explain to him. And we are done on that one. So let's just put a tick on there. Let me find a pen. Ooh, get that on there. Put that down. Sorted. Take that back out. Put that away somewhere where I can find it, because I don't want to be hunting for that if I ever need to do it again. Charge packed up. So we'll move on to the next one. Still a big beefy thing, that. Stick that in there. Stick that on the shelf as on. Oh, move on to this one next. Retro New afternoon. Fine Monday afternoon. It is a nice fine Monday afternoon as well. Happy Monday. Oh, Manchester band, that, weren't it? Happy Mondays from Manchester. They were, weren't they? From Manchester. That one. There we go. At least we're not looking at the plugs anymore because we don't need to. First day at work after my vacation. Oh, it's never a good day to have that. Never a good day to have. First day back at work blues. In fairness, I get that every day. I wake up in the morning and go, oh, crikey, I'm going to go to work today. Bear in mind, I only have to walk downstairs because I work from home. But I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Don't always know. Right, I'm going to put them to one side because I will show him what we have taken out when he collects. So we'll don't need that. It's a spare screw from a different laptop. We will put that there, and we will put. Where's the other one? I've just gone. There it is. Bit of tape on it so I don't lose them. And we'll get them under the microscope when he collects, just to say this is what's gone bang. Done. Sorted. There's 10, one up there. Okay, so this one is in. We were just discussing this for what? Julian, Just Inspired, does this same repair. He just does it a lot neater than mine. I'm just going to shut this computer down because it might have his personal details on, which it has. So we don't want to be showing that to the world. So we'll go shut down, shut down. Yeah, first day back blues. It's always really. It's always one of them, isn't it? Do I really want to get up this morning? Don't I want to get up? Yeah, for me. So what's gone on here is you'll be able to see the hinges have just basically come completely out of the screen, and we've got a two-part laptop, which is never good. So we're going to start by removing the back. I've never removed the back of a laptop before. Apart from that other one we've just done. It's just come back on. Why? Got a screen sensor in it, hasn't it? Now this repair is going to divide. Customer has seen the pictures. I've had a good chat with the customer. Told me exactly what it's going to look like. I've even shown him one which is done. And he was like, yeah, not bothered, not bothered, not bothered. But it will divide because not everybody will like how it looks. So I need to shut this down again because it's decided it wants to reboot itself. And some people are going, I can't believe you're butchering that laptop like that. But again, it's one of those, and Uncle Sorin makes a good point of this. Sometimes it's not a case of that, it's a case of getting laptop working. And now I've seen how Justin does it. He does, is this certainly more aesthetically pleasing? Same result, I will say, it just looks a lot better. And I know, I think Falcon was saying that he glues his. I've never had, God, that's tight. I've never had much success with gluing them. I will stress. So first thing we'll have done is remove the battery. Next thing we'll do is just basically disassemble them so we can get one off the other. So I'll pop the whatchamacallits out just here with our little tool. A little bit of pressure on, a little bit of pressure on, and they just both pop up vertically. Get one out, getting stuck round here, and there, done. Next one is the EDP port, the display, up and off. That goes underneath there. Thank you, Mr. HP, for putting that under there. I love it when you do things like that. One hinge can go to the right. We're going to set both hinges off anyway because we're going to screw them down to the top cover. That's the left hinge. Wonderful. Dispose of the keyboard section because we won't be needing that, so we are left with this screen. Nope. A couple of screws on this. If you've not done one of these before, just check and make sure there's no other retaining screws around here. And this one has. Not all of them do. Some just clip in. Some also have them hiding underneath the corner bezels under stickers. Now just look at what's happened here. That's already cracked there. And that's because this hinge should sit under here. If you're not familiar with it, it should go under here. So I'll show you when we do it what has actually broke. So we'll just see if we can get this bottom bezel taken off without cracking or damaging the screen. Which is easier said than done. I have told the customer that it could crack his screen because it is glued down. I don't like using IPA because it can get between the layers of the screen and then you end up with the IPA stain on the screen. This is always the hardest one to do along the bottom. This customer, I was talking to him this morning when he came, and he's 69-year-old, nearly 70. He's going for a 10-mile run. He's a black belt in karate, judo, jiu-jitsu, Thai boxing, something or other, Brazilian taekwondo or something. He used to box for his county when he was younger. He used to fight for England at, I think he said one of the other sports, I think it was judo or something. And I'm like, and then I'm saying to him, you do realise this could crack your screen and everything like this, and I apologise if I crack your screen. I'm like, I don't really want to crack his screen. I don't really want to damage his laptop. It's not the type of person you'd want to ring up and say, oh, by the way, it's gone a bit wrong. Wonderful, got it off. Bit of patience, but it was that was already broke anyway, as we saw. Oh. Afternoon, Edinburgh. Hope you're doing well, sir. Hope you are doing well. I'm going to bring my microscope. Click that onto the right screen on there. Right. So what actually breaks on these? Not all laptops, and if you've done anything like this, you'll be familiar with this. That's where the hinge screws down. So what should happen here is that should get right hinge. That should screw into place like so. Okay. Those screws or the plastic at the back here should mount this plastic here, which is out of focus, but you'll get the gist, should be part of the screen down here. And the plastic basically just shatters away, and the little gold bezel insert, which is inserted into the plastic where the screw goes in to make it all nice and secure, basically snaps off. So you end up with just no hinge screwing like that, and it will eventually just destroy and crack all the screen. So it's relatively straightforward to do. Just need a pair of pliers. So I couldn't find anybody else repairing this type of repair, which is really bizarre, isn't it? All easy jobs last few days. So yep, all good. Oh, you just need an easy day, don't you? If you crack the screen, I would just buy a laptop. If I crack the screen, I'm leaving. I'm moving out. You need a week with some. I got some pig of a job last week. If I think you were on a couple of my streams last week as well. I had a couple of bad pig of jobs last week. Just nothing seemed to go right with them. You're right on quality design cows, in fairness, because they all suffer with the same sort of issue of it breaking. I've not seen any consumer grade laptops which have got a better design than that. And I have tried different things over the years to try and resolve it, and I've seen customers try different things. And mine isn't revolutionary, just like Justin's isn't, but Justin's does look a lot better than this. And I never even give it any thought. I did look at doing panhead screws, but I couldn't find any compatible ones. So it is useful now. I've seen Justin do it. Just cutting the old ones out, 'cause we don't need these, but we do need obviously the hinge. So I have tried the thing what Uncle Soren does with the with the gluing and relaxing the hinge, and I might just relax these hinges a little bit because they are very, very stiff, these. So we've got all four out. So you'll be able to see a little bit easier now with these to what is actually broke. So that plastic there should be attached to the inside lid, and then the screw of the hinge goes through into the copper thing, which is heat molded into the plastic. So they're basically what breaks off. So we've just now got an empty hinge, so they can all go in the dustbin for recycling. Just slacken these hinges off a tad, not a great deal, because if you slacken them off too much, you can't get the hinge to stand up. Sorry, the screen, but they do get really tight over time. They're okay. So just took them a quarter of a turn down. So it means the screen will stand up, and if you slacken them off too much, and I have seen this where they slacken them off a lot, and every time you type, screen's going like this, which is just crazy because they are too slackened. Now, I know Uncle Soren does one where he glues it in. There's nothing wrong with that one. It's just I've never had much success at getting it to be long term. So it's just I've always done it kind of this way. And mine's pretty simple. So we'll get my hinge kit repair out. Oh, have its own little tool kit. Which involves a little mini drill, a battery powered soldering iron, and then a load of plastic screws. So the best way I found it to do it, to get through here, we get a bit of fire. We like a bit of fire, don't we? HP stands for hinge problem. I have the same issue on my late HP. Yeah, I mean, this EDM, it's not a pretty one to when you finish with it, but I've never honestly had one come back. It's stronger than when it's new. And if I can get these screws like Julian has been doing on his channel, it'll make it so much prettier. But yeah, they're just not good. I don't think you're too far away from EDM, so if you wanted it doing, I'm happy to do yours. FOC, if you do need it doing. Because the problem is, if your hinges do go, you'll end up cracking your screen. I think I would have gone the baking powder and super glue route. I've tried it as well, cows. Tried cotton wool, tried baking powder, tried sawdust, tried concrete. Somebody said use concrete powder, cement, sorry, with it. I copy, sorry. Yeah, it's gonna divide. I will say Soren's method looks like factory then, so it looks new. But do you know what I found was the glue just softens up too much over time, and they start wobbling again. That's what I found with it. I don't know if you found the same, Edinburgh. My battery powered soldering iron just takes an eternity to heat up, so I just give it help with a little bit of fire because we like fire. I got this from Maplin's when it was closing down all them years ago. 99p it cost me, this thing. Whatchamacallit. So all I would do is find the center of the holes. I would stick a little pilot hole with that through all 6 of the hinge slot screws. There you go. And that's that bit done. Yeah. Frozen in repairs. Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. Everyone come back 400 degrees on glue and hinge. So I think it might be high heat he uses, does the trick. Yeah, it might be. I mean, I don't use a great deal of hot glue, so the glue things I've got are pretty much just probably just cheap, affordable ones. All I do now is clear the holes out. If this is a metal topped laptop, exactly the same process, but I use a drill rather than a hand drill. For this, don't ask me what size drill it is. I don't know. It's the one which fits my screws. But I will warn you, it does look not nice. But it gets the job done. Cost of lid isn't too much these days, around £35 to £45. Will this not be more cost effective for the customer and less fiddly for you? It depends whether you can get the lid. I have ordered them before Retro, and you can not always get the lid. B, customers sometimes don't want to wait until you can get the lid. And I have had it in the past where a customer has brought me the lid and they bring me it and it's a different fitting inside for whatever reason. So yeah, that is a better option if you can get the parts and they're right. But quite often they don't want to go to hassle because, like anything, if I'm spending 2 hours searching for the correct lid and looking at pictures and everything else to make sure they all marry up, because I say I have had it where they don't always marry up correctly. It's always a bit strange. I'm a sorry hot glue man as well. Heating all the area helps the glue bond well. Yeah, I know we've had that conversation before as well, haven't we, Falcon, that you like the glue one. Had good company, all of you. I liked it so much. That's good. That's good. Good weekend. Yeah, it is. So this is where it gets a little bit different for what you guys will be doing. I would then put this on here. Clip those back in. Same on that side. Get in. Spin the little beast over. And get something hot and pointy, which is normally that thing just there, and just make some little tiny marks on the other side. Where's my blowtorch gone? Oh, there it is. And these will just give me the indication through the other side. We need a hinge repair kit. I will tell you now, Retro, this won't please everybody, but I've never had a customer. Well, I tell a lie. I had one customer complain. I showed him all pictures in World and everything else, and he complained, so I didn't charge him. And I was talking to his secretary, and his secretary just went, "He never had any intention on paying you." I went, he never had any intention on paying me. She went, no. She says, he does it all the time. She says, he'll agree to any work. And she says, he don't pay. She says, I'm leaving because of it. I went, all right, that's interesting to know. And he was just one of those who just don't pay for anything. He complains about everything and thinks he can get away with it. Which is nice, isn't it? Small business he was, and he thought that was acceptable. Yeah, I didn't charge him anyway. That's the only one I've ever had say he didn't want to pay for it. And it turned out it weren't because he didn't like the job. He was just one of them people. No, it's not a twit, but it's not spelled that way. Are you on about only child there? I've only just discovered that if you are on about only child, there's a series on BBC called Only Child, and it's a comedy. I think it's in season 2 now, and I don't watch TV really, but I have been kind of watching a few of those because I found it quite funny to kind of binge watch on a little bit. And one of them is he keeps calling people a twit, but spelt with an A, not an I. And they keep saying to him, "No, it's not what you're saying. It's twit." And he went, "No, I mean it's one of them." So I didn't know if that was what Retro was referencing. I could be way off. I'll just go down a route of my own thing there, don't I? Yeah, well, there we go. Great minds think alike. With this being a HP, they half hide one of the screws. So you've just got to be a bit creative with this part. Where you put a little hole. If you don't put it in the right place, it won't be able to stick through. Just there. Done. Trim up with a sharp implement. Lovely. There we go. Got it done. So, simply enough, I have made 3. That one looks a bit rough, but that's because of where it is, but it'll hide it with the heads. 2 holes there, 2 holes there, and again, quite a rough one, but it'll hide when we put the hinges on. Let's get the all important screen back in shot. There is a left and a right hinge, so we just need to make sure we get them in the right order. And the other one is sat here. Need to feed the Wi-Fi antennas through first, which I despise doing because they never quite go back in where they came from. I mean, they've sat there all the beautiful life and they just don't like going back where they should go. And they always seem different lengths when I've put them back in as well. Do this one first because that one's going to be the most awkward one, I would suspect. Having the Wi-Fi cable on. Okay. Because that's broke anyway. This is fiddliest bit for me. It's trying to get it rebuilt whilst you've got 96 cables all floating about. You need arms like an octopus. Put a splodge of hot glue there just to hold that cable in place. Because it just doesn't want to talk. It just doesn't want to go in too well. This is just what Wi-Fi cable to where I want Wi-Fi cable to sit, just whilst I get it all put together. So this isn't hot glue as in gluing the hinge down. This is just for convenience of holding it in place. There we go. Now, next bit. I'm back. He's back. Yikes. We are now into Hente? What's Hente? Portafix, good afternoon. Hello. Missed that one. Hello, hello, hello. Monday brings everybody out. Monday brings all the people to the yard. Damn right. Is that a song? Oh, Milkshake, weren't it? Got it. Yep. Right, that's all lined up. Let's get some screws. Downside of this one, you've got to use quite big headed screws because with being a HP, they are pretty well massive holes in the hinges. And unless you're going to use washers, then it really does look a mess. That's if you think it looks pretty as it is. I think it looks pretty in its own way. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Let's say. Through there, through that one, and then we'll go straight through the back. Making this look hard today, aren't I? Normally can do this job start to finish in about 15 minutes. Today I don't think I could do anything in about 15 minutes. Done. One in. Two in. Uno, dos, trois. Tre? Uno, dos, trois. I don't know, I can't speak German. And trois. There we go. Not that one, that's wrong size. Don't want that one, throw that one away. That's the one. Better. Oh, got you. That's one side in, and floosh. A couple of retaining nuts on the back. Go for crotch shot. This nut. I'll show you more what I've done when I've done this. It's difficult to kind of do this, keep on camera and balance it over edge and do 63 things. Waiting for my headache to bugger off. Oh no. So I can. Oh, what, you're streaming, cows? Takes me all night. Well, I don't think everyone would complain if it took you all night, cows. You might be answering somebody's prayer with that. Do you think? Or is that you just bragging now that it takes you all night? Is that what you're saying? A 3D. Ooh, very nice. We need to get your act together. I'm only streaming until I've done this one. Only because everyone will ridicule me once I've done it. I can't believe you butchered that HP laptop. Beautiful laptop like that. You've butchered it. Oh, dog's laid in the other room. She's dreaming now. And last one. Oh, my phone's ringing. Grab my telephone now, gents. PC repairs. Okay. Yeah, by all means, we can get that slotted in for some diagnostics and whatnot. Does anything happen when you turn it on or not? Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. What make is it? LG. Okay. Not a problem then. And it's a laptop, is it? It's not a tablet or anything like that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just bring it down. Bring your old charger as well, and we can test that. And bring your new charger, and we'll make sure that one's fine as well. But yeah, just bring them down, drop it off with us, and we'll get that slotted in for diagnostics and get it looked at. That's the one. Yeah. No worries at all. We'll see you soon. Cheers, then. Bye bye. Right, sorry guys. I just somebody else coming in. The laptop's gone off. So they bought a new charger and it's still not working. So it says when he turns it on, it just comes up with a empty battery on screen. So it needs it looking at. Right. So he's dropping that off now. Get this clipped in around the top. And that's all clipped in. I'll put that section back on in a minute. But all those are clipped in nicely. So in essence, what we've done, we've use the bezel as the washers to pin the hinges back down into place. It's full character, absolutely. Okay, okay, okay. What if you're live stream? I can't find your channel. Hot Cow's Child Mod. Yes, that's how you find him. You find him, and he's got a picture of a cow. Oh, just bear me up. This is interesting. This might be a spam call centre. This 1 second, gents. Hello. Oh, just bear me 1 second. Oh no, she's hung up. That was a scam caller. Oh, we just missed it. We just missed the scam caller. We're just putting her on speakerphone as well. Oh no, we could have really had some fun with her. Damn. Damn. Love to have done that one. I could have brought Dirt back out for part 2. I know, she might ring back. She might ring back. All I said was, just give me a second, and she hung up. And it was like, oh no, we'll get. So next time she rings, we'll just go straight through, and we'll go, yeah, we want to buy one of your card machines. We want to do that. That's what I've been wanting all my life, is a card machine from a company that I've never asked to ring me. That one needs taking out. It's not quite aligned. Take that one out. That's it. I'll realign that one in a second when I've got this down. Yeah, do those next. All the clips on there. Where the hinge was in before is actually broke. So that's that has damaged that side. He's damaged all the clips underneath the plastic as well on there, which is never good. Let's get the super glue. So we do use a bit of super glue as well. I use super glue like thread lock. Trusty Gloy. So if it's set like jelly, normally does. Get rid of some of these tools on it. I don't need all these on here, and they are now in my way. So what we will do is I will undo that little and simply put a bit of super glue on the thread here to act like a thread lock, then screw that down. It'll just act like a thread lock and stop it coming undone. So we'll squirt a bit of super glue onto the little mat there. We will grab a sharp blade, and I'll try and do all this on camera. A little bit on there. Hold. There you go. So that's just worked like a bit of thread lock to hold it down. Repeat the process on that one. A little bit of super glue, crazy glue, whatever you want to call it in your area. That's it. So just leave them two dry. I'm going to put that third one in as tick. But now that hinge is absolutely rock solid. It's not going anywhere. Oh, Ankia, good afternoon. Edinburgh, battery symbol on screen. Last time I saw that gave battery boost by PSU was too low charge, then all good. I'm just wondering whether, because he said it was on Teams this morning and it went off. So he'd been out and bought a new charger. Now every time he turns it on, it's just coming up with a battery symbol. But he says it's an LG laptop. I can't think if I've ever worked on an LG laptop. I did query it with him, an LG laptop. I must have worked on an LG laptop. Do you know what I got recommended, cows, for a headache? And this is going to sound absolutely crazy. I suffer with migraines, really intense bad migraines. I've done since I was about 8 years old. I'd fall, and it seems to, I don't know, it seems to trigger them. But anyway, I'm on daily medication for mine, and when I take the medication, do not get them at all. Don't get headaches at all. I went through about 30 years of my life having a headache every single solitary day, without fail. And I've been on medication now for a few years now, and it's amazing. But one of the things they recommended, a consultant recommended it. I went to a headache consultant person thing, and he says because you get pressure in your brain through your brain, your blood vessels and whatnot, that can trigger your headaches and things like that. It says run the bath, put as hot water as you can possibly stand on your skin in the bath, and sit on the edge of the bath with your feet in. And what it actually does, it heats your feet up, so your blood rushes from your brain to your feet to get rid of the heat, and it disperses the heat, but it relieves the pressure of the liquid, the blood in your brain. And I did try it, and it did work. I just couldn't stand the heat because I probably made it a bit too hot. But it did work. Was like a 5-volt laptop, more like a tablet. Well, I've just said to him, Edinburgh, I don't know if you heard, I said, is it a laptop or a tablet? He said, no, it's full laptop. But I'm wondering whether it's like a Chromebook or something like that. Because they're the only ones I can think LG make are Chromebooks. So it would probably USB-C charging. Yeah, I'm wondering whether it's something like one of them low cost laptops. That's my thought process entirely. I'm just going to align this screw a little bit, slightly out. I mean, I got a shower. Fill kitchen sink up. Bowl of water. Sit on the settee and get some water with your feet. The consultant explained it to me, and I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. So I did give it a try, and it did work. But as I say, I think I probably put too much hot water in it. It did burn my feet. It was probably a little bit too warm for me. But the concept behind it, I thought was kind of correct and right in how he was saying. But I tell you what, he's put me on. Do you get? Oh, we're going to get into medical stuff here. We'll be talking about all sorts. If you get them often, the medication they put me on is wonderful. Really, really is good. No side effects, and it's really good. Really difficult to keep this in shot and do everything at the same time. Right, same bit of super glue. Acting as thread lock. There we go. Oh, just give that a couple of tickles now to sit and dry. So I will show you the abomination that I have done. So we've got 3 screws there, as we can see, and we've got 3 screws there, as we can see, and we've got the ones on the back. as we can see, they are in slightly different orders because the hinges aren't always uniform left to right, but it's what it is. Once it's assembled, but those hinges now are absolutely rock solid. They're not going anywhere. So it's a mechanical fix rather than an adhesive fix. But I know, as we've already discussed, quite a few people in chat do like the adhesive version, you know, gluing it or whatever they wish. But I have tried, I think Cow said it about the super glue and cotton wool, or super glue and baking soda. I have tried that as well, and it wasn't successful. We'll just say that wasn't as successful as I thought it was going to be. Lid screw back on my super glue. I think with all technology we've got in today's world, or AI, they could find a way of getting super glue and not to block up. I can't just do that. It'd be so much easier. Little screw in there. Done. Job's a fish. Comes out of there. This had already fallen off, and he's broken all the clips, which you will see. You should have little clips on here, and he's broken them all. There is still a couple on, but they're all, you can just see they're all fallen to pieces. So he's actually only, well, that one's actually broke as well. They're all broke, so that is not going to be able to go back on. So I can't actually fit that back on. So he's going to be not as pretty as it once was either. But we're all like that, aren't we? Not as pretty as we once were. Get some snips, flush cutters. Snip, 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 snap, snip, snop. Done. Screws in the hinge R's. Can't get it in. Oh, before I put that one in, I need to put that thing under there. Spider in here. Not that I've got a great deal of hair for it to crawl around in. On the hinges, you do, we just mentioned this on the laptop, you do get little arrows. Can you see the little arrow? Just there. And there, but that one's got an X, so you don't put screw in the ones with the X's, you follow the arrows, that's why it confused me on the other laptop, because it had a little pointy thing saying put a screw in here, and clearly it didn't need a screw in. Just did that just to catch me out, didn't they? All done. Look at that. Not a flex in sight. Still standing up. Not wobbling. Lasts forever. Flam does look a little bit furry. We'll give that a quick tickle with a brush. Still got me fluff on from the other day. Done. Heatsink is absolutely spotlessly clean. that's interesting. He's got something in his EDP port. Bring this onto camera. Look at the pointy device now. Here, that pin there, can you see it? It's a lot more visible in real life that it's just slightly out of alignment. Don't worry too much about it, but it stands out like a sore thumb in real life. Get that down. Fastened up all right. Put his Wi-Fi antennas back as well. His black one in first, and his grey one. That hooks round there. Underneath and over. Where's my plastic thing? The downside of not being able to put that trim panel back on, you know, the this is that he's going to see all his wires, but he has broken, because he's left it too long, he's broken every single solitary clip on there. And I have tried to glue them on the past, and you can, well...
Oh, you!
What's that? Read up 2 lines. Put it back in place, and then a few dabs of UV resin along the seams. What were we referring to there, cows? Okay, ignore. That you just said glue didn't work on. Oh yeah, it's the. Once I've got these in, I'll show you what I mean. Because it'll just keep on falling out. But I know what you mean. There's just no kind of structure to glue it down to. That's what you struggle with, because the actual clips are actually inside the cover, and you can't get to the clips to put anything on the clips to get it anywhere resembling where it needs to be. That's the issue. Put these on under here because this will be easier this way. So this makes me laugh. You get one right size and the other one is miles too long. It's one on. Two on. No, come on. No. Don't need to force these. When they go on, they go on. So, put a little piece of clear plastic back over it. Stop them falling off. We're looking all rocking and rolling now. Yeah, plug battery back in. Not gone bang, so that's always a good sign. Yeah, so what the thing is, because these clips on here would normally sit and kind of slide along, because he's broke them all, you can see they're all, and they're missing. They're missing completely down here. I mean, if anybody's got a way of putting this on, because what it should actually do is should go on and then slide in and along, because you've got the receptacles there. But because he's left it too long and they've all broke, we can't actually slide it into place. It should kind of sit down there like that. But I've got nowhere to even stick it to. I have tried in the past gluing along this top edge. You can't. It just does not stick. I've tried hot glue in here. So there's no way I can actually physically get this to actually stick on. I have tried different things, and because you've got spider climbing all over them, because you've got a movable hinge, you can't put anything at the sides, and this plastic onto that plastic just does not stick. So unfortunately, we have I've got no way. Please let me know if anybody else has a way of doing that. Roll up some tape and then wrap it in double-sided tape. Put like 3 of them along the inside cover edge. I have tried double-sided tape before. I've tried the foam tape, what I've got, to give it a little bit. But what happens is when you open it like that, because it doesn't actually then fit all the way flush, it tends to kind of catch on itself and come out. So I've had that in the past, but I've tried exactly the same thing as what you were describing, because I thought that tape might work. It's one which has pondered me, and yeah, frustrating me, because I could never figure out how to fix it back down once it had broke. Yeah, it moves. That moves with the hinge, you see. It's attached to the screen. Unless it's really flush, it catches on this bezel here, does the edge there, so it makes it even. You can do it from this side as well, so it'll sit something like so. Get it right way. But you've just got to, because that's how you would normally refit them. But the catchers need to go under these things here, but all the catchers have been broke off. So you've got nothing, because it fixes this bit, not this bit, and you've only got these kind of lug pegs, but you've got no receptacle to actually stick it to. So it's really awkward and whatnot. Just got this customer here with this laptop. Just give me 2 seconds while I get the door, guys. Okay, okay. Oh, it is a LG Grant. LG, yes, the flush is a problem. It is cows, yeah. They're not well designed. Are those are these concepts? You'll see it more when I put bottom on. So I'll just put bottom on just to hold it in place. I've plugged the hard drive in because I need to take that out, and I've plugged the battery in. We're not falling for that one again, are we? So yeah, that one there, we'll look at that one next. That's the one which is the charger issue. So that's how it's going to look from the outside, because he's got the nuts, but it is nice and sturdy. It's going to be that, and I'm just going to have to say to him, I cannot do anything with that. There's just no way you can fix it on. If he'd have brought it to me sooner before all these are broke, yes, there's a good chance if we've got 2 or 3 clips we can get it on, and then with a little bit of I had some really thick double-sided foam tape that I did use occasionally to go on here, but you needed a couple of clips, and it just kind of stopped things sliding about when it was on. But yeah, never had much success. So that is in essence, and I know it's going to divide people, in essence what it's going to look like. So you've got 3 there, you've got 3 there, and you've got on the back, you've got 3 there and 3 there. So yeah, it don't look pretty. It's a mechanical bond. It's not going to fall to pieces, and it's going to be okay. I know it doesn't look as nice as putting hot glue and things like that. But as I say, personally, I've never had success with that. I know others have. We all do it a bit different, don't we? I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Well, actually, I probably wouldn't. Retry that comment. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm a big boy. Take it on chin. I will be changing to the other screws that Julian has kindly sent to James for the thing. So when I get some of those, I will be offering a more aesthetically pleasing one. Just might need to order several different sizes to see what I need. The good thing about these plastic ones is that if they don't fit, you just cut them. Obviously, the others are kind of a female threaded, slotted, whatever, with a bolt going into it. So they kind of go together. Are they called a captive nut? What are they called? I can't remember. I don't know. Let's turn this on, see how we go. I might tighten one of those up slightly. We have picture. Just while that's turning on, I'm just going to get my little liners out. And yeah, we've got picture and it's working. There we go. Can't show you anymore because it'll have customer details on. I'm going to turn that down and then just tighten tighten the nuts up a little bit. A bit more. Pliers might work better. That's better. It was just flopping a little bit to where it was. One, two, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, knock at the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, go to the garden gate. Was that one? I don't know. Why am I thinking of nursery rhymes? Isn't it amazing how brains work? Wish I had one. We probably slot there in. I'm not gonna glue that. If I glue it, we won't be able to get it back out. Yeah, just nibble a little bit off there. That'll go in really nice now. Sorted. So, all done. Not pretty, but it's functional. Customer's back up and running. They will never break again under normal use. And it'd be stronger than new. So, I'm... Oh, no. Super glue. Oh. Blinking turned itself on. I went out with a girl like that. Put them up there. I know, my phone's ringing now. Oh, we've got another one. Just 1 second. PC repairs. Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Sir, I am fine. Thanks for asking, sir. I am James and I'm calling you from your supplier and we are coming to your property 22nd of June. The day is coming Wednesday at 10 a.m. to the electric meter replacement. I hope is that okay for you?
You're coming to do an electric meter replacement, are you?
Yeah, 22nd of June. The day is coming Monday at 10 a.m.
Oh yeah, why are you doing that? Can I just ask? Because I've not requested that. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hello, I've not requested that, so why are you coming to do that?
Because sir, your meter is not working properly. It is adding some extra consumption. That's why you are receiving high bill. And now, company, we are decided to replace the meter with touch generation smart meter. That is totally free of cost. You don't to pay any single penny for this. Okay.
It's sending high meters, is it? Okay. Well, that's not good,
Okay.
is it?
So 22nd of June, the day is coming Monday. Is that okay for you?
Well, I'm probably not in the country then because I'll be training then.
Okay. You are not a manager.
Well, I am, but I'm out training. I'll be out training that day. I train dolphins in my spare time, so I'll be out training that day.
During the electric meter replacement, sir, your power will be shut down for half an hour. So can you suggest any good time?
Well, no, not really, because we need the heaters on for the fish.
Okay, no worries. We are arranging the call back
I mean,
for you. Okay.
if not, I can probably warm them up as long as you let me know before you. Well, I could probably put some water bottles in with them. Do you reckon that'll do all right for fish? What do you think?
Okay. No worries. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. He weren't entertaining any of that, were he, guys? He weren't entertaining any of that. What an absolute donkey. Coming to change me blinking meter. He did, he sussed it. He sussed it. To buy some fish. Here we go again. I know. It's just remarkable. That were a different one to before. They were actually coming to my property to change meter on Monday, 22nd of June. I suspect he was probably going to take me down. Thanks for all the fish. Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy. Yeah. Oh, dear me. He didn't play along, did he? Didn't play along. Good. Good. We'll get another one, though. We get lots. Or I get lots anyway. I'm sure we'll get another coming along. Not too distant. Now they know I answer the phone. They go, this number's live. Let's see if one of us can get him. Let's see if anybody ringing me up for anything is automatically a scam. Automatically a scam. That's the way I look at it. I don't care who you are scamming me. And even if you're genuine, you're probably still trying to scam me because you're only ringing me up because you want me money. There's something in it for you, not me. So no matter how much you want to help me, you're only helping yourself. All right, let's get this. Let's get this other one down. Where did we just put it? Oh, it's there. We need my other meter on screen. Turn that one off. Dolphins have all buggered off because of all the spam calls. Yeah, they can't cope with it. All dolphins can't cope with it. Got my other meter on screen. Type C input. And go to all and launch the software so we can get it on screen, which is that one there. Oh, this will be interesting. I've not renamed this one. See if this one works. And I believe that is the one. Yes, at least I put the right one in. And connect. Blinking heck. It's working straight away. And USB meter. That's correct. Now I'm just going to remove that. I'm just going to re-add it as a scene, and then it's application. No, it is Windows Capture. We want to do that one, and we want to call it a USB-C. That's better. No, that's not it. That's power supply. Why are you showing me power supply? Ah, that's the one I want. Okay, let's get that cropped down to something like, and put that somewhere there. I'm gonna have more things on screen than anything. And let's turn that one on. Yay. Now, that's the graph that USB-C needs as well. Let's see if his chargers are working for a start. USB-C plug. Yep, C to C. Well, that charger's working. So that's that one. Try this one. And that one's working as well. Yeah. So no touch with his chargers. So his two chargers can sit neatly on the floor. We'll now plug in his laptop. Everyone loves Flipper. They do. They do. I'm hoping that they just stop ringing me eventually. But I very much doubt that. Oh, can we see what that's doing? So it's trying to start. We've got a short. Get that out. Keep an eye on the other one. Now, we've got a short. Look at tray, screw it up and down, spin it round. We've definitely got a short there. Yeah, exactly the same. And exactly the same. We have a short. Wet humour. I do need to feed it in a little bit slower, don't I? I thought it was going to be the same one as just rung a few moments earlier. It was a different telephone number. That came from London. First one came from Guildford, which I think are very close to each other, but I know they're different areas. Yeah. When we get another. What would have been remarkable is if they turn up. I mean, I would say they're coming to do it, and it was then going to take me down the route of. Because if you think of what scam we're going to be, it rather going to be, we need to take some money off you to get this done because it's going to save you a load and you'll get it refunded. Or, by the way, we can refund you. We just need your bank details to refund you. So that we're going to be one scam or another, weren't it? LG Gram, yeah. LG discount. Oh yeah, if you do want to know what type of laptop this is, I forgot to show everyone. That's the type. It's the model 16Z90S, 20 volts, 3.25 amps. This might be a Domino's pizza. Let's hope so. I reckon we've got hidden screws under here. Yep. 2 hidden screws under there. They just need your credit card number, the expiration date, and those 3 funny numbers on the back. Yeah. Can you just please provide this? Yeah. Just for security, so we know you're going to be in. We're going to take your credit card details. Oh, of course you will. Do I get a free subscription to Norton Antivirus with that? Oh, just going back to what I was saying about Office. Office 365 has gone up to £85 a year. If you buy it from Argos, which is like, if you don't know what Argos is and you're not in UK, if you can imagine Amazon, but they used to have bricks and mortar stores, and they don't anymore. They used to sell more or less about everything. But anyway, if you buy it from Argos, you can buy it for not £84, you can buy it for £64, and you get McAfee antivirus with that for £64 as well. So in essence, McAfee's that bad. They're discounting Office by 20 quid to stitch you up with McAfee antivirus. So I rushed out and bought McAfee antivirus. I thought I can't not have it for that. Euro Office, it's a fork of OpenOffice. Well, OpenOffice hasn't doesn't always get updated very often, does it? That's why I moved away from recommending OpenOffice, and I moved to LibreOffice for recommending it to customers who didn't want to spend any money. Is there screws there? No, the clips. Couldn't see where clips were there. They go up or down. Oh, the heck, there you go there. Oh no, the antivirus debate. Yeah, the antivirus debate always rages on. I don't know if you can see all the way down here. Can you see where that screw is right at the bottom? There's a upright. It's really blurred because it's auto-focusing on. Right down here, there's not the screw, the thing just to the left of the screw, the flat piece. Can't really get it focusing because of cameras, but that is on a little tab. You know, a little grab tab, but the tab's going the other way. I'm not too sure how to get that open. Do you go in that way? I don't like going in the screen there. Wow. I don't really fancy doing that. The rubber feet won't come off, James. I did try that. It's absolutely rock solid. That's not coming off. Oh, it's in Russia, is it? OpenOffice, didn't know that. No, that weren't a credit card, that one, Anke. It was an electric meter. They're coming to change the electric meter at my business. And when I said I were a trainer, he went, "You're not the manager." That's why they forked it. Ah. Well, LibreOffice, I got told, updates a lot more often, so I tend to recommend that to customers now rather than anything else. But I'll see how that goes. I can't figure out how to get that down there at all. Tell you what, though, it's flexible. My wife are as flexible as this, tell you. My flexible friend. Wow. That is... Ah, wait there. No. Are you joking? Well, I've never seen that before. Do you know what? You learn every day, don't you? Normally, you take the rubber feet out. Yeah, agreed. This, I think you lift. You lift that. But the clip still isn't... No, it's still not coming up with that. Oh, this is going to puzzle me, this. You see the... I'll see, you might be able to see it better on this shot here. So you can see that piece there. On the other side, there's a piece of the chassis which is grabbing onto... That's coming down like that, but it's grabbing front back. So what I need to do is get the grill pushed that way, but I can't because you can only do it from inside. I don't think... I was thinking if that comes off, there might be something underneath, but there's not. Oh, he's really... Well, I've got that one. I sent you... I think it was you what I sent it to Sparta, was it? I've not tried that yellow fin or whatever it was called. This one is puzzling me. Edinburgh, did you say you'd got one of these in pieces? You do something with one of these. Next one called... Ah. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce that. Microscope down there. So you can see what I mean. Some lights on as well. Illuminate. Right, so that's... I'm going to point with some plastic. That there, that is the chassis, which is hooking onto this frame here. But there's no more screws in it. But that needs to be pushed away so this can unhook. So in essence, that needs to go that way. Oh, there we go. Whew. That were a lot harder than it really needed to be. Ah, battery cable popped out by itself. Aha, there we go. At least it's, yeah, so it was them lugs there. Because it weren't shifting. It was these little lugs here, which are just kind of, you see the hooked lugs, which were just holding the back in. But normally you can just lift it up and off. Anyway, let's get the battery disconnected. Beautiful quality motherboard in here. Lovely laptop. We've got multimeter on screen. Let's get on to continuity. And let's get the machine that goes beep. Now I'm going to disconnect my power supply because that one can come off. Right, so that's off. I'm after getting my... There you go. We've got multimeter back up now. Yep. Yep. Continuity. Yeah. And sugar. See if we've got any shorts. We'll get a nice ground. We've got a ground. Yeah, we've got a beep. Right, let's check the little power supplies you can't get to. That's a 2 ohm short on... Yeah. So we've got a 2 ohm short on the CPU, but that could be about right. Yeah. 12 ohm. Open on that. Can't get to any underneath any coils. I'll just measure on some of these cabs. Do you find it reliable when it says the name Bigus? Bigus? Cows, you've lost me on that one. So I'm presuming this is the battery charging IC, power rail, mainly because there's a great big track there which goes to battery. So I am assuming that that is the battery one. And all these little sub ones. Didn't Uncle Sorin do one of these on...
Oh, you!
Hey, you said machine that goes beep. Oh, Life of Brian. Is that what they call it? Biggest? I know it's Life of Brian when they're in operating theatre and get the most expensive machine in the hospital, and and get that machine that goes beep. Yes, I would never, ever, ever a lover of Monty Python. Just weren't my forte at all. I'm going to put thermal camera on here because I can't get to underneath the coils, and there is a couple of caps on here which are reading very low, but they're probably power input for the CPU. And the main power rail, which is generated here and there, which I would imagine is... That's the battery charge one, that's fine. And I would imagine is there, is not shorted either. So the only ones we've got small shorts on are these things here. So let's have a look inside the port to make sure he's not damaged his port in any way, stretch of the imagination. That looks all right from there. I mean, there's a bit of chipping, but I don't think that's the case. And that side, again, it's a bit of damage, but I don't think there's anything on there to really worry about. I'll flip them over and look at the other side. Let's see if I can get a slightly longer arm. Yeah, they don't look damaged. Don't know whether I like the look of that one, but I don't think it's damaged. All pins look absolutely fine. None of them are touching or crossing or anything else. So I think we should. Incontinence. Yeah, definitely a bit of incontinence. Buttocks. He's not the Messiah. He's a very, very naughty boy. That's another one, isn't it, from The Python. Yeah, still not kicking. That's the one, yeah. I'm just going to disconnect some bits and bobs just to make sure it's not one of his peripherals or his one of his daughter boards or anything like that. But I think we might find it being a short on the board. But we'll take his bits and bobs out. Just see. It's got double NVMe slots, this as well. Strange, isn't it? Considering it's a more basic laptop. My little sticker up. Come on, you little beauty. There we go. Off. Don't think it'll be the speaker. So we'll see if it's still doing the same. Yeah, it's doing the same. Got the thermal camera. Picked up. My thermal camera. Is it that one? I always forget which one this is. No, it's not that one. Close. 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 Get rid of that one. Unpin. There we go. Thermal camera. Start playing. We have so many things on screen, it's difficult to see anything. Anything pulsing on here? We might need to put other thermal camera on because it just might look a bit better. Yeah. Let me just stick the other thermal camera in because it will be so much better than that one. Because that one's a little bit not good. All right for general stuff, but when we're trying to pinpoint something at low threshold voltage, this one will work better. Connect. Get a picture. Done. Don't know why it does that, but it always does that. There we go. Shift that out of that way. Woohoo! Right. There's nothing pulsing, is there? Nothing on that board either. Those are where the shorter caps would be. Nothing on there pulsing and getting warm. But I mean, 5 volts is not really going to show anything anyway too much. I was just hoping it was going to be something relatively easy to spot. But yeah, we're not going to be that fortunate, are we? We're going to have to start tracking it down a little bit more. See where we go. Let's leave thermal camera plugged in. We're going to need it. No real decent earthing point on this laptop. Really annoying that. Is that one there? No. Yeah. That power supply is fine. That one's 12 ohms. Seems like a funny ohmage, but I think this will be... So the only place I've really got a short is... And it's a 12 ohm short. So I've got 2 ohm there, but I would imagine that 2 ohms is probably going to be CPU. Just with vicinity what it's in. Turn it off. It's terrible. And turn those on. Better. So we've got 2 ohm short there. And put on resistance so we don't make it beep continually. Two ohms there, which is could be good. 12 ohms on that one. 10 ohms on that one. Seems like a strange reading on that. And 11.6. So they're obviously on different circuits. But because there's so many mini power supplies, these are going to be MOSFETs, I would have thought, aren't they? Doubt whether it's the charger which is at fault. I've got no short to ground on that one. It's in diode mode. Battery's reading. Yeah, he did say battery were at 0 volts. And it is 0 volts. I'm just trying to find my O1 DMM. That's it, microscope. I need to add that other because Windows Capture existing O1 DMM. I put new software on Anta. I've not added it. I should just copy and paste the counter. There we go. Turn that one off and turn that one off as well and copy it from there. Copy, paste, paste reference. So we now should get that working. Somebody just texted me to say they're on the way. Who's on the way? Oh, crikey. Right. So the customer was coming this morning. It's now on the way now to discuss computers. So when he does come, I'm going to have to shoot off. Yeah, the my multimeter's now not showing on screen. Just don't seem to be able to get everything working all in one go. DC. Yeah, the battery voltage is 0. He said what it was, it went, he thought charger stopped because his laptop went off and it's just coming up with empty battery. And obviously it's not taking charge, but it's not even working. It's not even taking a charge without the battery. You know, it's not even working off battery power on its own. So it's got to be a short. But it's just where the short is, because the only ones I've got low resistance on, we've got a 2 and a 10, but I think that 2 there is probably power feed to the CPU. And I think that's where it is. Don't think I've got I don't think it's the BIOS chip. We haven't got any shorts on this side at board. So it's more likely to be, rather than a short, it's more likely to be something like PD controller, I would have thought, which is failing. Just the way it's pulsing on and off to 5 volts and so on. What is the voltage of this? It's 20 amps. Yeah, 20 volt laptop. It's a bizarre one. I need to get ready for this customer coming to talk about these computers, so I'm going to have to pause the video here. But what I'll do, when they've gone, I'll jump back on stream and do this. I don't know how long they're going to be, because 2 of them come in, they want machines building, so they'll probably have quite a long conversation. So I'm not going to do any more on this. And what I'll do, I'll jump back on stream when they've gone, and if anybody's about, we'll pick up where that's gone on here. But yeah, I'll have to call it for that one, because they are on their way right now. Just give me 2 seconds. Just let me check on something. Is anybody streaming? Anybody live? And we can pass it on. Don't think there is. Don't think there's anybody live. Cows, are you going live? Look at these cows. Just get yourself streaming, get yourself on, and we'll pass the love across. I'm thinking with this one though, it's a PD controller. RVNR. Don't even know who he is, James. Let me have a look. RVNR, you say? I don't think I follow him. Content. Let me have a look. Live. That one. And customization. Add a redirect. Search videos. Oh, I do. Yes, we've got RVN Live on here. So I'm going to close this off. I'm going to pass you over to RVN Live. Say hello to him from me, guys. Anybody who's about later on, I will jump back on and we will catch up and see where this one goes. If not, have a good evening, guys, and I will catch you one day in the week. But say hello to RVNR from me. Thanks a lot, guys. See you later. Bye bye.